Are you spamming record labels with your music? Stop. Like literally now, just stop. It's not helping your career and it's wasting your one shot at a first impression. And yes, you only get one first impression. I'm gonna tell you today why this is a horrible strategy and will only lead to your disappointment. And I know this from personal experience working with labels every day like Universal, Sony, Warner, Atlantic, and many others. And I also know from personal experience owning a label and getting sent every kind of submission that you can imagine. All right, so let's get into it. In 2021, discoverability is not an obstacle anymore. It used to be that you had to show up in Nashville or LA with demo tape in hand and find a way to work your way into the office of a label executive and cross your fingers and hope they'd give you 5 minutes to listen to your music. The good news is nowadays, labels have their own in-house search and discovery teams that are constantly scouring social media, Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, and all the other digital platforms. And what they're doing is they're looking for standout performers to approach and have meetings with. They have data analysts who literally just look for number anomalies. This means that if you're putting up competitive numbers, then you'll get noticed. If the numbers are actually real and the engagement's organic. They know if it's fake and it's bought by bots and click farm services, it's easy to spot. So you're probably asking the question, well, what are good numbers? Now, there are a lot of answers for this, but the real truth is there's no benchmark as it's changing daily according to my combos with labels on a weekly basis. But just to give you some ballparks of what I've heard recently, and this is June of 2021, what is actually noteworthy is that on Spotify, a good minimum target would be around 100,000 to 250,000 monthly listeners. On YouTube, 100,000 subscribers is gonna start getting some attention, with your videos consistently getting millions of views. They have to be engaged. On TikTok, shoot for your first 1 million followers. Instagram, shoot for around 100,000 followers. That'll go a long way in getting people to pay attention. Now, having 100,000 followers doesn't guarantee anything, but it will at least show the industry that you're making waves. What about live shows? Well, if you're selling out small to medium-sized venues across your region, then that's a story to tell. Now, numbers are not the only thing that matters, but it is what will get labels to actually start perking up their ears and taking notice of what you're doing. Here's the good thing to note. Good, healthy numbers like these represent real dollars, which means two things. You should be seeing some nice profits off of your music career. And number two, that you have a healthy small business. And that ultimately is, from a black and white brass tacks perspective, is what labels are looking for. They want to invest in a small business that's already working. It may be weird for you to think of yourself as a small business, but you are. Start thinking about yourself like an entrepreneur. If you aren't business savvy, then you need to change that. Start to educate yourself. The most successful artists I see all have very good business sense in addition to artistic talent. And another game changer can be having someone on your team that is a good business person. Shockingly enough, a lot of the music managers out there are pretty clueless when it comes to the business and finance side of things. So if you can find somebody who will work with you to help develop the business and finance side of things, then you'll be in a much better place. A lot of the best managers I've seen out there actually come from the business or corporate world, not even from the music world. But having a good manager does not replace educating yourself as an entrepreneur in the first place. So the basic idea, the basic thing to remember is this: do not approach labels. Build your story into the point where they will find and approach you. So once labels stumble across an artist with outstanding performance, and if the music is a fit for them and their team and it's something they believe in, then they will start to take meetings with the artists. I recently had a meeting with an A&R executive from Warner Nashville, who I won't name in this video just for their privacy, and I got their take on signing new talent. This is an A&R executive from one of the big three labels, again, from Warner Nashville. She told me that they are always looking. Even before I had finished asking the question, like, are you in a season of looking? She interrupted me and said, we are always looking for new talent. That is a huge part of her whole job. So don't think that they aren't out there looking for you. They are. Every meeting that I get with people like her, I'm reminded that label executives are real humans who are real music fans. They have to love the artist and the music in addition to the numbers that they're putting up. But as you can imagine, they are extremely picky on who they sign because it's like a marriage. And it's a big investment on their behalf to put their marketing muscle behind an artist. You cannot give the gatekeepers a reason to say no. They have a million reasons to say no to any new artist. So the more of those reasons that you can take away, the better shot you'll have. There really is no shortcut towards building a raving fan base. It's about creating compelling music consistently, releasing often, becoming a social media savage, and knowing how to put on amazing live shows where you pack out small to mid-sized rooms. And then it ultimately comes down to the right champion finding you and helping you scale your career to the next level. Focus on the fans. Focus on marketing to the fans, not marketing to the industry. Taylor Swift, along with my friend Rick Barker at the beginning of her career, they figured this out. It's all about the fan, not the industry. Who are your fans? Where are they? What do they want from you? Those are the questions you need to start asking rather than how do I get an A&R person to discover me? So my main thesis is this: don't approach the record labels. Build something that is working independently and wait for the labels to find you. The main takeaway here is that if you're not already being approached by the labels, you're probably not ready for a record deal yet anyway. So keep working and keep building. As always, if you like this video, hit that like and subscribe button. We're working on so much amazing content on music production and music business. So if you want to make sure you do not miss out on any of that, hit that like and subscribe button today.